What was Sega's last shot at winning over the gaming public after the dismal reception from the Sega Saturn, Sega's Dreamcast became a niche console that kicked off a new renaissance in gaming thanks to its compact design and a few other innovations. But was that enough to sustain its momentum when once again faced against their main rival? In this video, let's celebrate the 25th anniversary of Sega's last console, the Dreamcast, while exploring its short-lived significance and the impact it had on the gaming industry, and unfortunately how it became overshadowed by its competitors. Released in 1999, the Dreamcast was a console that was ahead of its time, which was a powerhouse of innovation. Its processor boasted cutting-edge graphics, online capabilities, and a cute little built-in VMU, short for a visual memory unit, which allowed players to view in-game information and even play mini-games on the go. That was when Tamagotchi was all the rage, and Sega was quick to capitalize on the trend by including it as part of the Dreamcast ecosystem. Despite all these advancements, the Dreamcast struggled to find its footing in the market, especially after the PlayStation 2 was released just a year later, along with its massive marketing budget, ability to play physical media such as movies and television series via DVD technology. There was something that Sega never considered, as GD-ROM would be a cheaper alternative. While Dreamcast had a sizable game library aside from the competition against the PlayStation 2, there was limited third-party support from Electronic Arts and other development houses due to Sega's previous poor business decisions regarding the Saturn that left a sour taste. Sega had a history of experimenting with new hardware, but that meant they often abandoned their previous consoles, such as the 32X add-on, Nomad, and of course the Sega Saturn, leaving a trail of disappointed fans and fragmented user bases. This lack of consistency made it hard for Dreamcast to gain traction, especially when compared to the more established PlayStation brand. The Dreamcast marketing strategy also didn't help. Sega focused on appealing to a more niche audience, which, while loyal, wasn't large enough to compete with the broader appeal of the Sony's PlayStation. In spite of all of these setbacks, the Dreamcast still managed to leave an indelible mark on gaming culture. Its innovative games like Crazy Taxi, Sonic Adventure, Space Channel 5, Shenmue, and Jet Set Radio continue to inspire developers to this day. It was a console that wasn't afraid to take risks, and that's what ultimately defined its legacy. Sega's willingness to experiment and push boundaries led to some truly groundbreaking games and features. For example, Shenmue, a game that's still revered for its immersive world and innovative quick-time events, was a massive risk for Sega, but it paid off in a big way. This was the blueprint for future games such as Grand Theft Auto and Saints Row, among a few other open-world titles. Despite its many innovations, the Dreamcast time in the sun was short-lived, and in March 2001, Sega discontinued the console, citing financial difficulties due to lack of sale and third-party support. However, even though the Dreamcast was short-lived, its loyal fan base has kept its spirit alive over the years. From dedicated communities to retro gaming events, the Dreamcast legacy continues to be celebrated and cherished. And it's not hard to see why. The Dreamcast was a console that was truly ahead of its time. Sega Dreamcast got me through some good times and bad, and I will forever be grateful to that tiny little box that could have been a serious contender.